Hi guys, how are you? Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how I make my face look like a glazed donut without feeling oily, okay? So I'm just taking my makeup off first, and so I used some makeup spray. Now I'm going to use a little bit of my anti-aging oil-based cleanser with it, okay? And the reason why I use the first makeup spray is just to get most of it off. And then this is what gets the doggy bag. So, how many of you have really oily skin and think, oh my gosh, this girl is using oil on her face? Like, yeah. Most people say, oh my God, you're crazy. So here's the thing. Oil attracts oil. So, when you use an oil-based cleanser, your skin's gonna balance its pH out, right? So your skin's not gonna have to create as much oil. It's not gonna feel like it's been stripped. A lot of times with some of these cleansers that are out there for dry skin or for oily skin, they tend to be very drying. Now I'm using one that has kind of an exfoliator to it. It actually has aloe and eucalyptus in it, so it has already an exfoliator in it, but it's really great for acne prone. It's good for any skin type, but I just like the grit because that's how I grew up. You know, how many of you guys are the apricot scrub addicts? That was me. Those are really abrasive. They can strip the skin. So this is actually has really tiny, it has like volcanic glass almost in it, and it's the size of your pores. And so it gently exfoliates. It's really great for men before they shave. It's really great for men and women for washing their face. It's great for body. If you have kids that have acne, or if you have acne, it's really great for all the above. So that's why I like to use it. Now I'm gonna first rinse my face off. Now, whether you have oily skin, acne prone skin, normal skin, purple skin, green skin, it doesn't matter. You should be using anti-aging, because if you're outside at all, if you're ever outside, that means you have to start using anti-aging. Like, unfortunately, that's just how the world is. I'm making sure I got all those granules off my face. So I like to use that. I use that every other day just because I like that. I like that that scrubby feeling without feeling like my face is like. And then I'm gonna do my in-home facial, like spa quality facial. And today I'm gonna use hyaluronic, no, I'm not using hyaluronic acid. Tonight I am using, what did I choose for my, I am using Poreless Perfector. So this actually has AHA in it, which is really good for, it's an alpha hydroxy acid. So alpha hydroxy acids are really good for, so I closed it, are really good for acne, anti-aging, getting really deep into the pore, and getting all that gunk out. So what's happening here is it's actually pulsating, it's popping. I'll show you guys here in a little bit what it does. But it pops the product and it actually warms it in the machine, okay? So it just takes it a second. And then I'm using the, oh yeah, I am using hyaluronic acid. I'm using the Hydra Serum, which has hyaluronic acid in it. So now it's going. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just make my skin a little bit wet, not a lot. And I only do that for myself because I want to have it a little damp. I like putting stuff on damp on my face. So So I like using AHAs because I struggle with melasma. I struggle with, no, go to mommy and daddy's. Nobody wants to hear that. I struggle with melasma, hyperpigmentation, hypopigmentation. I struggle with, please go into mommy and daddy's room. I struggle with all of those. Anti-aging. AHAs are really good for that. Go, please. Go use the potty and mommy and daddy's potty. Thank you. Thank you. So please go into your room. Thank you. Please go into mommy and daddy's room. Thank you. Please go. Okay, so it's popped open, and now I'm going to squirt it on there, and I'll show you guys how I do that here in just a second. Please go. If you have to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. So AHAs are really good for hyperpigmentation, hypopigmentation, melasma. It's really good for all skin types, and it's not a chemical-based AHA. That's what's great, because not all skin types can use AHAs if you have rosacea or eczema. But with this, you can, because it's not chemical-based, right? It's super sensitive. It's for all skin types. It doesn't even have a smell to it. And then hyaluronic acid, it's very, this is very low molecular value. So what's great is that this is going to go deep into that skin. Now, I like to take whatever's left over and I like to put it on the back of my arm, and I'll tell you that here in a minute because it has AHA in it. AHA is really good for keratosis pilaris, and that's the chicken bumps. And so my chicken bumps on my arms. So I also put it on my neck. And so when you have that AHA working together along with the hyaluronic acid, that's when you're going to see that anti-aging. And then I just kind of rub in my hands whatever is left over. So this is what happens, is that we have the girl and then we have the boy. Okay, so we take those out. I don't have to clean it because it has an internal cleansing system. So what happens is I put these in there, the boy goes into the girl, pops it open into the machine, and then it comes out. So see, look how much product is in there. Like tons of product. So I'm just gonna put it on the backs of my hands, my elbows, okay? So people are like, well, why does it need to be in that machine? Well, these are actually pure raw. This is pure raw product that I'm using. Like pure raw, it's never touched oxygen, it's never been exposed. And so it's breaking that seal. So it's pure raw AHA and it's pure raw hyaluronic acid. It also has, what's that one ingredient? Wild rose polypenoids. I always forget how to say that. So that's why these go together. They pop, and the first time they get oxygen is as soon as this pops there. And so it's never been exposed. So it's raw, like salon grade liquid that you're getting on there. Now, to get to why I put my skin like a glazed donut is because it feels, let me get this right here. Where's you at? Where's you at? Where's you at? Okay, here we go. And so I like to take my midnight oil and I like to just place that on there. And this is just a marula oil that gives the skin that glowy, dewy look. And what that's gonna do is work on my anti-aging, but it's also going to help that pH level of the oils of my skin, okay? So I'm as oily can be if I'm not taking care of my skin. So I learned very early, in the last 4 years, I learned very early that when you're oily, your skin is begging for oil. Now, you have to be careful what oil you use because you can't just, not all oils are created equal. So you have to make sure you're using the right oil or your skin can get way too oily. But your skin craves it and that's what keeps it balanced. But also using a pH balanced cleanser is gonna help too. So then if you use that, you don't need a toner, okay? Toner is only made because a lot of cleansers have a really high pH level, and so it's trying to bring that back down. So if you have a good cleanser, you shouldn't need a toner. That's why I have a good pH level in my cleanser, because it has an internal toner in it. And so that's why I like for my skin to feel like a glazed donut, even though I am oily, because my skin's gonna absorb it. So I know that's a lot that I did today. I don't normally do this much with you guys, but I really wanted to give myself a little extra something. We had a long day today at our house. Both the kids are coughing and stuff and they're sick. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, but I'm really curious what your skin type is. I'm kind of just trying to figure out different skin types and just kind of going through them and seeing who's in what, and because I'm finding like people don't really know what their skin type is. So I'm curious for you to comment down below what your skin type is, so I can do a little bit of digging and probing. So I hope you guys have a good evening.